Hey, it's Katie here. Today we are going to learn about the pronunciation of V. We're going to go over a little overview of how to produce the sound, how to pronounce the sound correctly. Then we'll go over some word examples, and finally we'll go over a practice exercise. To get started, let's talk about how to produce the V sound. And every sound in English has three components. First, what is your voice doing? Is it on or off? V is a voice on or voiced sound. Second, what is your air doing? Your air is flowing continuously. There's a vibration going and your air just flows continuously. It's not stopping or anything like that. And finally, what's the position of your mouth or your tongue or your teeth? What's going on in there? For the V sound, your bottom lip should be touching your top teeth. Now, a lot of people think you have to bite down on your lip. That's not really the case. I can very gently just touch the inside of my lip to my teeth very gently so that the air flows through easily just with a little bit of vibration. I find that gentle pressure really helps this sound come out easier with less stress or less tension in your mouth. So take a big breath. I can change my lip position a little bit. You can see that the sound still sounds like a V even if I change my lip position. You hear a little more air shh sound if my lip is relaxed. But either one of those is okay. Now, let's go over some word examples. In this chart here, you see a lot of vocabulary words. I put together a nice chart for you. At the top, you see common vocabulary words. At the bottom, you see more advanced or scientific words. Just for time's sake, to make sure this video is not too long, in the common vocabulary, we're just going to go over those vocabulary words in red. Let me go ahead and read those words for you, starting with initial V. Then I'll do the middle column, middle V, and then final V words. Valley, very, video, view, visit. Favorite, movie, every, over, living. Love, 5, give, have, leave. Those are all the common words that we're going to go over today. Now let's go down to those advanced vocabulary words, and I'll read each of the columns, starting with initial V. Vapor, very, various, vehicle, voltage, viable, valence, solvent, evaporation, develop, environment, prevent, provide, reverse, advance, conductivity. That's a long one. Now we're going to do a final V. Negative, positive, expensive, sensitive, achieve, improve, relative. You'll notice when I was saying those words that end in V, I held out that V sound, negative, just a little bit longer so I could really feel the buzz on my lips. As you're practicing this, I really encourage you to hold out the V sound, whether it's at the beginning, as in vapor, in the middle, like solvent, or at the end, like negative. Hold out that sound just a little bit longer than normal so you really feel the buzz and it becomes more comfortable. You can go over practicing all of these words. That's a great way to practice. I also wanted to give you 2 other ways to practice this list. You see at the top here, I have a number 1, just say each word. That's a great way to practice. Number 2, you can say the words in triplets within each column. So that would sound like, if I go to these words here in the initial V. I'm going to choose 3 words and say them, and then go down 1 word and say the next 3. So I will be repeating some words. So it'll sound like this: valley, very, video. Then I'm going to start with very, video, view. Go to the next word, video, view, visit. So you can repeat triplets as you move down that list. And that is a good way to reinforce words and those movements for different words. Then the next way you can practice this is to say word triplets from each column, 1 word from each column. So I could say valley, favorite, love, very, movie, 5. And you can feel free to mix up. You can start at the bottom of the list with volume and say a middle V word, heavy, and then end with the word shave. However you want to mix them up, that's a good way to just practice V in different positions with different vowel and consonant sound combinations. So practicing this list is a really great way to practice the V sound. Once that becomes more comfortable, you want to move towards more conversational or more sentence-like practice. So I'm going to show you an exercise down at the bottom here. I chose a couple of words from our list, and we're going to practice a build up exercise. So we're going to start with a word, we're going to add a few more words, and then we're going to say a little phrase or sentence. And each time we're going to start from easy and get more complex. You see in this chart on the left-hand side, I marked it as easy. So there's no W sounds in these words and phrases. That makes it easier not to confuse that V sound with the W sound, which is easy to do. And then on the right-hand side, you see that these sentences do include the W sound. Once you master the words and the phrases on the left-hand side in the easy column, then you can move on to the next. I'll demonstrate both. So you can go back and watch this recording and speak along with me, or listen and then repeat whatever works best for you. But start with the easy sounds. And once you're getting used to that, once you've mastered that, then move on to the hard. I'll start with my first box on the left, on the top left, with the word vapor. Vapor. The vapor is very. The vapor is very visible. Next one is various. Various visitors. Various visitors visited. Various visitors visited the valley. Video. The video. The video is very. The video is very positive. Develop. Develop a shovel. Develop a shovel to shovel. Develop a shovel to shovel heavy mud. All right, let's move on to the hard column. Here we have the word vapor. The vapor was. The vapor was very white. Very white. That's tricky to do. So do it slowly if you have to, and then speed up. The next word is various. Various visitors. Various visitors visited. Various women visited the West Valley. The next one is video. The video. The video was very. The video was very wild. And finally, develop. Develop a shovel. Develop a shovel so we. Develop a shovel so we avoid the waves. That last sentence, and some of these sentences sound a little bit silly, but the aim of the sentences is to mix together those V sounds and V and W sounds So you can challenge your muscles, you can challenge your pronunciation and get better as you practice these. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope to see you next time.